welcome to the Recreation Ground Whitehaven on this dull December afternoon for the first round Regal Trophy match between Whitehaven and Wigan. Wigan, a club struggling at the moment to find its form, and Whitehaven struggling to find a team. Whitehaven with a lot of injuries, having trouble. Their 4 senior professionals are out injured, and like Wigan, Hampson is back. They have the recognised fullback missing. Their skipper Graham Cameron will not be turning out this afternoon, and the Wigan team is also showing several positional changes. Long deep kick taken by Wigan on their own try line, coming charging strongly out of defence. Going to have to battle away in the early stages of this cup tie. Probably both sets of forwards will be setting out. Game tight at the moment in the forwards as Wigan batter the way forward. Dermot acting half back, flinging it back for the kick to Edwards. Perhaps he's got the job this afternoon. Lofthouse going back. And Wigan penalised at the first. Whitehaven played the ball, caught offside. Referee wanting them well back. Finds a good touch, good kick by Lofthouse. 10 yards inside the Wigan half, and once again it tightened the forwards, and Wigan coming in as a pack, coming in hard. 3 forwards stirring in, pushing Whitehaven back in possession. Whitehaven just going across the field at the moment. Nice little high kick there. There's several Wigan players on it. Well taken by Whitehaven to regain possession, trying to break up the Wigan spotting, acting half back. Wigan wait for him, trying to force his way through. The game bogged down a bit among the forwards in the middle of the field. Now there's a kick behind the defence. Well taken by Wigan. Marshall did well to take a very hard bouncing ball. Low down, coming at him very hard. Wigan back in their own 25. Dermot. Short one. Wigan battling their way forward. Nothing spectacular so far in this first 3 minutes. Whitehaven tackling well at the moment, pinning Wigan down. Oh, great run by Dermot. A pal run up to Edwards. Edwards didn't give it to him. Now it goes out. That was a great run by Dermot. Gained an awful lot of ground. Wigan still piling on the pressure. Well, Dermot went through beautifully. I thought he'd given it to Edwards. I bought the dummy as well. And it's a penalty to Wigan for lying on in the tattle. First time Wigan got through. Well, that was a great run by Dermot. I thought he'd passed to Edwards. I bought the dummy as well. Hampson being called up by Hanley to take the penalty kick. This is kickable penalty. Four minutes gone. A lot of quiet round the ground as Hampson stabs at it, and it's over. 4 minutes gone then. Wigan go into a 2-0 lead. Along the deck. By Wigan. Should be a big gap in talent between top first division team in the middle of the table, second division one. Wigan been finding it difficult this season so far, and there's Platt comes powering his way forward. A good run by Platt. Edwards, good tactical kick behind the defence. Good kick, Solari going back for it. Couldn't get to it. Pugsley, son of a former Leigh player, to feed the scrum, and it's a penalty against Wigan, not backing down properly. Bit of relief there for Whitehaven. Referee taking a bit of abusive stick from the Wigan spectators behind us, and I would think that the Wigan spectators outnumber Whitehaven this afternoon. McFarlane trying to force his way through. It's hurled back. Mountsie up for the play of the ball. Running crossfield, send a short one. Whitehaven forwards trying to crack through the Wigan defence, not finding it very easy. Little kick behind the defence. Hampson has it covered and it sits up very nicely for him. No problem taking that. Running to the touchline. Stays in play, 5 yards in. Strong run by Marshall, taking it over the halfway line. Dermot waiting for the play of the ball. He's not getting up. And up slowly. He's all right. He's a bit shaken in the head as Hanley taking it. Hanley giving the dummy. Handing on Wigan, trying to batter the way through, and Whitehaven coming up quickly and holding Wigan well just inside the Wigan half. Lucas with it. Wigan making rather hard work of it at the moment. There's credit to the Whitehaven defenders. They're going well to take the ball. Little run around there. Highlows lost the ball. It's been snapped up by Camrou. Quickly onto the loose ball. Mountsie coming over, trying to get his team going. Pugsley hands it on, moving it across field, and Whitehaven lost a little bit of ground. Mountsie trying to come through from the play of the ball again. It's a good run by Mountsie, takes it nearly up to the halfway line. Whitehaven still playing it in the middle, and Burney dropped it. Been snapped up by Hanley. Hanley getting it moving out towards the right wing onto Edwards. Edwards having to dance back this way. Bounce down. Hampson moving it out to the right. Whitehaven giving it all they've got at the moment. Once again it's Lucas slip, and he just slip a short pass. Fighting the way up to, that's a long pass to Hanley. Hanley moving it on. Again on to Hampson. Hampson having to go inside. Strong handoff from Hampson. Well taken by Solari out on this wing here. Wearing number 5 but playing on the right wing. Dermot coming up. Referee signals that 5 tackles has gone. It comes to Edwards. Edwards doing the kicking. Hoists a very high ball. That's an awkward one. Solari going back for it. Advance very awkward. It's well taken by the fullback. Lofthouse did well there. Still on his feet. We can try and force him down. Whitehaven now back in their own 25. Going to have to do the hard grafting work. The forwards are going to have to put all they've got into it here. Mountsie again. Man behind the play of the ball. Running it across field. Getting his forwards into a bit of trouble, and Wigan hurling Whitehaven back towards their own try line. Little kick through. This could be dangerous. Coming to full back, from back to Hampson. Taken well by Edwards there. He took a very difficult ball. Hampson dancing and jinking his way through. Has gained a good 25 yards of ground before he eventually disappears under a mound of forwards. That was good play between Edwards and Hampson. Coming out to Edwards, and a penalty for offside at the play of the ball. Hanley dictating the game, coming over to the spot where the penalty's been given. And Wigan once again going to try and increase the lead. Bit of booing coming from the crowd. 10 minutes gone. Wigan leading by 2 points to 0. Hampson being called up again to kick for goal, slightly to the left of the post. not Wigan's recognised goal kicker. Sometimes he does some very good efforts. Taking a lot of care. Hampson now then said it himself, he's ready to come up, and he doesn't catch it awfully well, and he misses, and the ball goes dead, so it will be a dropout from the 25. Bit of a flapper, that one. Didn't rise very high over the dead ball line. Wigan should regain possession from the dropout. Deep one. Iro having a strong run, he's so powerful, not yet back to peak fitness, but they're having a job getting him down. Referee standing right on top of the play, the ball, as Dermot gets a short one, and Wigan making a lot of mileage there, powerful running. That was a great run by Gildart. Now Hanley falling as he took the ball, Wigan trying to get the three quarters going. One wonders how long Whitehaven can stand the pressures. Edwards sends a long one out onto Hampson. Hampson bringing Marshall inside. Marshall going well, running very, very strongly. Runs into the cover, mauling away at him as Skerritt comes up to help him out. Dermot onto Edwards. Edwards dumbing with it, trying to bring her forward straight, and the ball's gone astray, and Whitehaven have it. Ball still rolling about, and the referee's going to give a knock on. And a put in to Whitehaven. So it'll be Pugsley to feed the scrum. And it goes. Backs all over the place and comes out to Whitehaven. Whitehaven have put it in and got it out. Richardson out on the far wing. Whitehaven going cross-field and being flung down and round. Wigan not having a great deal of problem holding this Whitehaven team, who are putting in a lot of effort. Whitehaven sticking to the ball well, playing out the six Dattles. Wigan getting frustrated, may wander offside, and here comes the kick behind the defence, and it's a good kick. That was a lovely tactical kick, pushing Wigan right back, halfway between the halfway line and their own 25. Edwards to feed. Referee wanting him out on the 10-yard line. With it, bringing it away from the scrum, dumbing its way through. Defence goes across and smothers him before he can get Hanley moving. Dermot across quickly. Hanley's first pass. And Hanley knocks it backward. The referee said he knocked it forward. Trying to move before he'd taken the ball. Wasted possession by Wigan. Pugsley to feed. Wigan pushing them off it. Cameron Pugsley did well to get that ball from the scrum as he was retreating. And Wigan forcing them back. They to dance through from behind the play the ball, but they're not denting the Wigan line of defence. Nancy comes up to play the ball. Ball tucked up the jumper. A lot of fluid football at the moment, not a lot of cohesion between these teams. Now White are trying to move it across the field. McFarlane trying to batter his way through. Mountsie having a lovely run for Max in half-back, a good run by Mountsie. Takes it up to the Wigan 25. 5 tackles gone, says the referee. Long pass coming out to Solari, puts a high up and under. This could be an awkward one for Marshall. Takes it well, just outside his own try line. Fisher up very, very quickly to tackle him. Dermot jumping to give it round the narrow side. to Edwards. Edwards kicks, and it's well behind the defence. Richardson having to go back for it on the rolling, awkward ball. Wigan have gained a lot of ground from that Edwards kick. Fisher driving his way down the middle. Very much a forward game. Nance is safe behind the play of the ball. It's handed on to Fisher. Fisher coming through, tackle low and well by Bell. Bell going in well. Burney going cross field, trying to crash his way through. Not a good pass, well taken off his toes. And that's sat up again nicely for Hampson. Hampson now on his own, having to run it out, which he loves to do. Going hard down the wing. And he gained a lot of ground before he's heavily tackled. Wanting a quick play. Wigan driving it down the narrow side of the field, trying to force it down the right wing. Myers having to come inside. Typical cup style stuff at the moment as Edwards makes a little jink and a lovely break. Got a little bit of the edge of his speed today. He's playing quickly off the mark. Hanley. Long pass. Oh, forced back in the middle. What a handoff. Lobs it on to Bell. Bell siding through, bringing Marshall inside. Marshall smothered. His arms are locked. He can't get rid of it. And he's taken by Rutledge. Dermott to Hanley. Hanley holding it on. Another kick through from Edwards, a high one, an awkward bouncing ball. Wigan on it, kicked backwards. Haven back in their own 25. And the Wigan line moving up together. There are no gaps in it. So safe and sure at full back. Gets away from Solari. Rutledge comes across, puts him down. Marshall from behind the play of the ball, running it out. A good run. He's gained 15, he's gained 20 yards of ground from the acting half-back position. And eventually Brown says you'll have to go down, and he forces him down to the deck. Edwards doing the run around with Lucas. He doesn't give it back to him. Lucas still going. Flings a long ball back. He can come charging down the centre of the field. Dermott again from behind to play the ball. Wigan going very, very strongly. Driving up to the 25 line. Edwards first pass onto Lucas. Lucas back onto Edwards. Edwards a long wide ball out. They'll be trying to get Wigan moving. Wigan come turning down the middle. They lose the footing. And they held 20 yards out. Wigan looking faster in the handling, but that's 5 tackles gone, says the referee. A bit of a mess behind the play of the ball. The referee says it's a handover. Wigan made a mess of it behind the play of the ball and had to hand it over to Whitehaven, and that's good clearing run by Whitehaven as they fight their way out of their own 25. Just halfway through this first half, 20 minutes gone. Tries difficult to come by. Wigan player receiving attention. Keith Mills is on the field as the ball's tossed about. Not a lot of ground being gained, just flung anywhere. And the break on here. Wigan coming quickly to snuff it out. Bit of initiative shown by Whitehaven now. They're putting into a tremendous amount of effort and drive, and they're coming down well down the left wing. Awkward kick through. Wigan being forced inside and across field, and the Whitehaven line of defence is up well. Hanley hands it on. Wigan not put down, get it out onto Bell. Bell coming back in the centre, keeping the ball moving. Wigan, Hanley forcing his way up to the halfway line. Can't get rid of the ball. Wigan bunched together in the centre of the field. Forwards as a pack, very close. Wigan look as if they're doing a switch. And they go round the narrow side of the field. Going fast down the right wing. It's lobbed out to the wing. Wigan streaking down. And Wigan are in. Go in for the first try. Good move. There was a switch of direction from the play of the ball. Wigan changed it. Edwards went round to the right, and Kevin Iro is so powerful, gets Wigan's first try on the board. Whitehaven 0, Wigan 6. Bringing Dennis Betts on, who started on the bench, married over the weekend. Kelvin Skerritt limping off a little bit here, but perhaps just coming off for a rest. Gets a round of applause from the Wiganers behind us. Whitehaven sticking to the guns for this first 20 minutes. They've given as good as they got. There's been no quarter asked for and none given. Trapped neatly on the Wigan try line. Dennis Betts wanted to get in the game, but somebody else got in before him. Wigan now fighting the way out of the 25. Haven trying to pin them down, trying to keep them there. Platt, so strong, such a great grafting forward. Dermot has Lucas next to him. Lucas takes it. Lucas giving a little dummy. Drives in, gains the 10 yards of ground. Dermot. Edwards again, putting the kick in, kicking well this afternoon. It's rolling towards the touchline. Fullback Lofthouse, covered across. Referee well up with the game. He's right on top of the tackling, but Whitehaven seem to have quite a lot of room to come through from acting halfback. But it's very much sticking the ball up the jumper and coming almost one man at a time rugby. Ball switched back inside again. They must think that they can beat Wigan in the forwards, but they're showing no signs of it at the moment. They're putting in a lot of effort, a lot of graft. Nice little overhead kick, little slip by Wigan, but recovery was made. Hampson's had the ball taken off him. Brown did well there. Hampson lost possession, he had it snapped off him by Brown, he did extremely well. Whitehaven down a good attacking position. Wigan having to backpedal and defend. Mounsey comes over, moving it across, turned inside by Burney. All the pressure at the moment as Pugsley comes up to acting halfback. Moving it out. Managed to give a short pass. Whitehaven going out for the line, comes to McFarlane, and it's back to one. A Wigan player touched it. Back to one. As Mounsey comes up, and it's going to be crash and bash. Wigan having to defend right on their own line, and Whitehaven got the tails up well now. Little dummy from, that's a crunching tackle by Wigan, real sound defensive stuff. Whitehaven can smell the line as they go there, turned inside, and Wigan coming in hard, upend them and bounce them down, but Whitehaven, it's all Whitehaven at the moment. They throw everything except the kitchen sink at Wigan. And this is nail-biting stuff. Right on the Wigan line. Whitehaven lobbing it across the line, little kick through, goes straight to a Wigan player, and that will be relief for Wigan, but Whitehaven attacked well there. Frustrating when you've attacked so well and hard and have nothing to show for it at the end of it. Wigan running cross field. Wigan in their own 25. Short pass, and this is strong run in, and Wigan come tearing through. Good run by Dennis Betts. Side through the defence there. Edwards now, once again, grubber kick behind the fullback. Lofthouse having to retreat into his own 25. Wigan line of defenders is up there, and Wigan got out of a lot of trouble there. They took well that sustained pressure and then easily cleared the lines. Good run by Betts, and then a sound kick by Edwards. Whitehaven now back in their own half. The Wigan forwards hunting together, driving in, pushing Whitehaven back. Mounsey moving across feed, nice little overhead kick, the cover's there. Dermot, good position of play, whips it out to Hampson. Hampson now going over the halfway line. Eventually he's down, but that was good covering play by Dermot. Sweeping up behind, ready for that short kick. Iro doing a little flick back out to the outside. They're doing the run around. Dermot now coming over, trying to get his team moving. Lucas seems to be getting heavier and stronger. Doing a bit of a switch. Edwards holding it short on good way, trying to belt his way through. Bit of a switch among the Wigan forwards there. The crisscross trying to confuse the defence, but Whitehaven weren't buying it. Bit slow in the play of the ball as Dermot comes over onto Edwards. Edwards holding it onto Betts. Betts driving in. Platt goes in to help him. Bit of weaving in the play of the ball as it goes out to Edwards. Edwards hoists another high ball. That's a nasty one for the fullback, and he takes it extremely well. A good take there by Lofthouse. And gained his yardage after he'd taken it. And the ball's turned back inside again, back into the forwards, making it easy for the Wigan defenders. Overlap on this wing, if they can move it out, we can go inside, and Marshall goes in well into the centre to stop the move before they can get cracking. Good way to come out onto the wing to cover. He's in the left centre position at the moment, and that's the way they go. Driving Hampson across the field, and that's a long rolling ball right on the Wigan try line. Hampson's on his own, and nearly the whole of the Whitehaven team is up there in a solid line of defenders to take him. They followed that kick up extremely well, pushing Wigan back into the 25, and Wigan of course have got the speed to go that to Myers. Myers coming well inside. Wigan going, taking that ball very well out of their own 25. They surged well down the right wing from where they got the last try. Edwards, long pass across field onto Hanley. Hanley trying to come through, and he's nearly through, and he's looking for support, but he can't chip it out. Dermot onto Edwards, turned inside, and it was well spotted by Burney. He's in quickly. Dermot onto Lucas. Lucas charting down the centre. Referees signaling 5 have gone. Once again, little overhead kick, and Edwards is up there. He's going first to take it. Lovely run by Edwards. Sends a long pass out onto Miles. We're on the last tackle. Miles having to go on his own. Puts the kick in and going to be knocked dead. And it's under the post. Well, that was a lovely little kick there from Sean Edwards. And up there very, very quickly to take it. Long pass out to Myers on the wing. And in desperation, Whitehaven had to knock it down. 10 minutes to go to half-time as Whitehaven come up to drop out from underneath their own sticks. A high one to Hampson on the halfway line, as ever, safe as houses. Taking them on, running straight at the defence, and he's cut right through them, goes up to the full-back, and that was a great run by Hampson. And he lost the ball after a tremendous run. He loses possession. Well, he cut right down the middle, and that's the second time the ball's gone away from him in the tattle. Once it was stolen, that time I think it was the power of the defenders that made him lose it. So we're back with Whitehaven. Fisher grafting hard in the middle of the field. Sean Edwards keeping well back, watching for in case of that little short overhead kick. And it's a long one though, and Hampson having to retreat over to the wing, traps it. He seemed to be able to cut through them so easily, but this time he's nobbled on the halfway line. Onto Hanley. Hanley holding it as if he's going to dummy and try and cut through. 3 men watching him very closely. He's lost the ball. Referee says play on, and it's been dropped again. And the referee will give the knock on. This should be Wigan's put in. Can't quite see from here. Edwards to feed, he's not fed so many. And it's a penalty to Wigan, indirect penalty. Scrum offence, Wigan were feeding. And I would imagine they'll go for touch from here rather than the tap. Hampson down the Whitehaven left wing. Touch found on the 25. Now Wigan in a good attacking position as we come up to the dying minutes of this first half. Brute force and power driving in towards the Whitehaven line. Long pass, Wigan hand on, and fighting the way towards the line. Dermot from the play of the ball, doing a little switch, trying to go on his own, throws the ball and it's loose, and it's snapped up by Whitehaven to the relief of the spectators. Wigan were turning it on a little bit then. Now Whitehaven back in their own 25, and Wigan going to pin them there. As we come up to the last 6 minutes, Whitehaven player down on the ground hurt. As the forwards fighting so hard to stay in this game. It's only 6 points in it, 6 points to 0. Whitehaven one spell of attack on the Wigan line, and now they're struggling inside their own 25. Lined up for the kick, and it's a good kick. It's a smashing kick that. It rolls in just short of the halfway line. Good clearing kick by Whitehaven, good tactical stuff. Unfortunately, a kick like that usually means that the opposition get the ball back because it's Wigan's loose head and Wigan's feed. Edwards to put the ball in. In it goes, out quickly to Edwards, gets it out onto Hanley. Hanley handing it on. Wigan coming hard down the centre. Still going, Dean Bell going very, very strongly. And Hanley coming behind. Edwards short pass. Wigan trying to come down the middle. When it's got to the three quarters, the Wigan three quarters have looked very powerful, and now the forwards are taking them on, forcing the way through the centre of the field. Out to Edwards. Edwards holding it. Little jink. Gets his pass in. Wigan being well tackled by Whitehaven at the moment, finding it very hard to crack the defence. Dermot comes over once more. That's Edwards on his right. And it's Edwards who gets it. Edwards hooks a long, long pass from Edwards. Wigan still going, still battling the way forward. 5 tackles gone, signals the referee. Edwards puts a high one. Hanley's under it. That's an awkward one. It's got snow on it. The ball's all over the place. And the referee's going to call them back. Is he going to give a knock-on or an offside? He's going to give a knock-on, I think. Well, that was a very awkward kick. Edwards has put in some very telling tactical kicks this afternoon. But this should be Whitehaven's ball as Pugsley comes over to feed the scrum. Whitehaven then in possession from a very, very untidy scrum. A great heap of bodies there on the ground as they sort themselves out. Ball just dropped on the base of the scrum. Whitehaven finding it terribly difficult at the moment to get out of their own 25. Some of the kicking's been very good. Wigan have been coming up very, very quickly to take them, as in that instance, pushing them back towards the Whitehaven line. There's a big boot. In the shadow, well taken by Hampson, bringing Myers inside. Myers having a run, takes it over the halfway line. Wigan push back, right back to the halfway line. Just couldn't get the final pass out as Platt came charging through in support. Little crack break from acting half-back and still going. Getting the ball out to the far wing, and overhead kick is being changed, and it's over the try line and made dead in the in-goal area. I think no, might just be in the field of play. Wigan pinning Whitehaven down at the moment. They've been in that 25 for a long, long time now, but can't get any points on the board, as Whitehaven are playing out the 6 tattles, what they have the game, and they're playing it very safely and very surely, not making mistakes, not spectacular, but playing it very steady. The forwards doing the graft. Hampson line very deep, ready for the kick, still tight among the forwards. And that was a powerful tackle by Goodway. Here comes the kick. It's a beauty. That was a wonderful kick. It bounced inches inside the touchline. Edwards to feed. Look to the defender. He's got away, but it goes to Hanley. Hanley doing the run around. I think Wigan will want points on the board before half-time. Wigan looking a lot faster, but still can't get through this cast-iron defence, which is holding extremely well. Edwards now, long passing. Hanley with it. Trying to crack through, not yet managed to break the defence in this game. Martin Dermott onto Edwards. Edwards holding it, little short pass. Wigan moving so well down that right wing. Turning for the line and it's lobbed back inside. Wigan piling it on, balls in the air. And they're held. Just short. Now, in these last minutes, can they turn it into a try? Right on the try line. Long one going out to the right. And Wigan go in for the try. Right on half-time, Wigan had a side down on that right wing. That's looked a danger wing all evening. They went very well. It was turned back inside. They were held just on the line. Ball swung out to the right again, and there was Dean Bell to make it now. Wigan 10, Whitehaven 0. But Wigan seem to be able to bring the ball right from their own 25, coming through. Sean Edwards having a very good tactical game in the centre of the field, dictating which way the ball's going to go. His kicks have been very telling. He's been giving short passes which have been beautifully timed. And the Wigan backs Iro and Bell are going through very, very strongly. Myers running well, Marshall running well. And having got the pressure on the line, Dean Bell finished it off, and that's a high kick. And just wide. It was a good effort. There goes the whistle for half-time. Wigan will go in feeling quite satisfied, I'm sure, with a 10 points to 0 lead. And one wonders just how long Whitehaven can soak up this Wigan superiority. We're going to start in the second half then with a 10 points to 0 lead. Kicking deep. Far corner in, bit of shadows. Whitehaven first to touch the ball in this. From the kick-off. And it looks as if there's a substitution been made on the Whitehaven team. I can't see his number at the moment. He's very, very tall, whoever is probably in the forwards. Probably short. Can't yet spot his numbers. He's playing over on the far side of the field. Lucas trying to set Wigan up in the attack. Dermott moving it wide. Betts giving the dummy, going back inside, and Whitehaven tackling well. Hanley streaking through, turning it inside, hand it on. Edwards going for the line, dancing, but the defence is covered in town. Wigan still keeping the ball moving. They bring the ball out onto the swing, whipping it back inside. Well, Wigan looked all over scoring then as Hanley went tearing into the defence. Wigan doing the run around. Edwards going for the line. Loses the ball. Right on the Whitehaven line. Wigan attacking well there, and then throwing it away at the last minute. Now it's tight in the Whitehaven pack. And that's a good clearing run. Hanley going in. Mounsey trying to get in. There's a long kick behind the Wigan defence. Myers having taken it on his own 25. Myers coming strongly. And it is Short who's come on. A substitute. Wigan running it through from acting half-back. Dermot coming over just inside the Whitehaven half. Edwards doing the dummy run, not coming off with Dean Bell. Wigan not gaining any ground at the moment. And a penalty for being thrown down after the tackle. Brown adjudged the guilty one, I think. Hansen. And 14 is coming on. So Ryan is coming on as well. So Whitehaven, both substitutes on in the opening minutes of this second half. About 3 minutes gone. Wigan trying to take them all from the tap penalty. Dermot now coming over. Wigan once again losing possession. Game bogged down in the 25 line. Wigan penalised for offside. Wigan made a substitution. Andy Platt has come off. Bobby Goulding has come on in this second half. Whitehaven then on the halfway line, spraying the ball across the field. That's about the most passing they've done so far. Having gone into the tackle. Edwards in again. Mounsey coming over from behind to play the ball. Whitehaven running cross field, getting no ground at all, running crabwise. Mounsey moving out the left. Short pass, and the ball's been dropped. Knock on, the referee will bring them back. Rutledge unable to take it. So we come to the first scrum of this second half. It will be Edwards to feed. Forwards meet, coming out the Wigan side. And it's Goulding who's gone to scrum half. Goulding has gone to scrum half. Edwards, I think, has gone to standoff. Wigan finding it very hard. They're stronger and faster than this Whitehaven team, but they're finding it very hard to break them down. Edwards. Well, Goulding sends a long one out to Iro. Iro having to go back inside and they go cross field. Straightening up now, trying to come down the middle. Lobs a high one out towards the left wing. Wigan going hard down the left wing. Powering the way down. And Whitehaven backpedal rapidly and snuff out the Wigan attack. stumble by Wigan. Still on the feet. Bobby Goulding very heavily strapped as Lucas now goes charging into the defenders. Goulding holding it. Hoists a high ball. Hanley's following it. And it's caught him wanting. Puts Wigan in a strong attacking position. Should be Goulding to feed after the knock on. Referee blows up before they can get down. Who's he giving the penalty to Wigan? Wigan got the penalty for a scrummage offence. Wigan bang it into touch. Lucas going through like a juggernaut, powering his way forward. Switch it to play the ball. Wigan trying to drag the way over the line, and Whitehaven said they shall not pass, and it's solid wall in front of their own try line, and the referee whistling. Hanley going over to decide what shall happen. It's leaning on it to play the ball. It's right in front of the post and very kickable. This should be an easy kick for Wigan, leading by 10 points to 0. Well, all the pressure has come from Wigan in this second half. A couple of times near the line, the ball has been dropped with the force and drive as Wigan as they tried to batter the way over. And there's no messing with that one. Easily put over. Penalty to Wigan. Wigan making absolutely safe near their own try line. Dermot waiting behind the play of the ball. Going on his own, gains a good 15 yards and he's still dragging them with him. Had a good game tonight. Martin Dermot. Goulding waiting now behind the play of the ball. And we're going to battle the way almost up to the halfway line. Good way now, waiting behind the play of the ball. Edwards once again hoists it. Well taken by the Slater. By Lofthouse. He's had some very awkward balls to take as Lofthouse. He's done extremely well. Not a lot of enthusiasm from the crowd. That was a good long pass, trying to stretch the defence, but Wigan have moved up quickly and have got into the Whitehaven line out. High row so strong, going in with good way into the tattle. Iro coming over, covers the defence. Good play by Whitehaven. Burney going well down the field, backing up well. Good play in between the four, and they've lost possession. Now it's Wigan's turn. And the knockdown on the halfway line. Bit of disgust on Tony Iro's face. He was hoping it would come out this way. Now Wigan moving it down the left wing as Hanley goes stirring in. Wigan still keeping the ball moving. Take it up to the Whitehaven 25. And Wigan still keeping it close. On to Lucas. Wigan short passing, and he gets it on, but being brought back for a forward pass. Short one there from Hanley. Dean Bell almost through, and he had Iro up with him, and that had a try written all over. The referee right on the spot brought them back for the forward pass. Bit Pugsley to feed. Referee trying to keep the packs apart. In they go, and that was a nice bit of feeding by Pugsley. Sends a long pass out. Full back linking up. And Whitehaven have played out the 6 tackles most of this game. They played it very well. The handling has been very safe. And Short hurled back towards his own 9. Mancy behind the play of the ball. Deep kick. Having to be chased back by Hampson. Got Myers with him, and he's on his own. And he's well taken round the ankles. Takes some time to get him down, giving his team time to come back. We're going to have to bring it away from the 25 line. Myers coming down, well done, Ophelia. Oh, and he has his ankles tapped. He was almost through then when Richardson just whipped his ankles from underneath him. Good way inside onto Golding. Golding spreading it across the field. Edwards getting his line moving. Wigan right across the field from one side of the field to the other. Onto Marshall. Marshall coming inside. Wigan still keeping this ball moving. Hanley going hard down the middle. Keeping that ball. It's like red hot the way Wigan were handling it. A good combined play by Wigan from one side of the field to the other and then back inside again into the middle. Edwards held it. Iro drops it, knocked it back. This could be dangerous. Hansen comes in, manages to halt his man enough, and Iro comes down, and the ball's gone loose, and Iro has it. He bounced his man down. That was a good tackle by Harry. Hit him so hard, not getting up well, and Wigan get the ball back. A long lob pass going out towards the Wigan left. Then they decide they're coming hard down the centre of the field. And it's handed on, he turned back inside, and Hanley can't take it. Wigan regain possession. Red, we're going to bring them back with a knock-on. This game is now beginning to start to ebb and flow, backwards and forwards. Well, Iro dropped a pass, and he knocked it back, and it looked very dangerous, but he covered back at the rate of knots, and he really bounced the opposition down so hard the ball went loose. Pack weaving all over the place. The referee blows up, penalises Wigan. Not happy with the way they were packing down. There was a lot of trouble going on in the scrummaging. Quarter of an hour gone of the second half, and that's a very good touch-finding kick. Halfway between the halfway line and the 25. Whitehaven still to get points on the board, but they're giving it plenty of effort, driving in hard into the Wigan. The forwards have worked extremely well this afternoon. Mancy moving it across the field. And when Whitehaven are moving the ball along the line, they seem to lose ground. They go crabwise across the field. Done some good tactical kicking this afternoon. That's a nice move out the wing, and a kick over in the in-goal area. Well run out by Hampson. Takes it well. Quite happy to dive with it in front of his own post. And the referee gives Wigan a penalty for lying on in the tackle. A lot of boos from the Whitehaven supporters. Somebody's opened them out, and Wigan got a kick 10 yards further on. And that's brought Wigan away and given them possession. Now we get one. That was a long, powerful drive by the forward, tearing in, taking play over the halfway line. Long one on to Hanley. Hanley trying to break his way through, being taken by Rutledge. Dean Bell behind the play of the ball. On to Bobby Goulding. Goulding on to Edwards. Edwards holding it, then sends a long pass out to the left wing. Wigan searing down the field on the far side. Lob the ball back inside. Turing for the line. And the touch judge's flag has gone up on the far side of the field. Wigan attack, breaking down at vital moments. I feel perhaps a little more steadiness. They would have had no points. Pugsley to feed. Paxall, Pugsley goes diving into the scrum to get the ball. Referee having a look carefully to see who has it. And he decides it's Whitehaven in possession. Whitehaven gaining it from the scrum. Whitehaven just going across the field, and it looks as if Goodway's coming off and Andy Platt coming back on. Wigan going to make a re-substitution. Platt, who'd been brought off. Wigan intercepted. Now Wigan in a good attacking position. Lucas going strongly, powerfully. Referees stopping the clock. Having a word, perhaps somebody injured. Wigan still in possession. Lucas waiting to play the ball. Bit of a hold up here. I think it was Betts who might have been. It can't quite see from here if it was. Wigan moving the ball out to the right wing. Ball to, oh, the ball's thrown into touch. Once again, the Wigan move breaks down in vital positions. Well, once more it will be Pugsley for Whitehaven to feed the scrum. Scrum's rather untidy. Wigan wanting to make the substitution. Referee hasn't seen it. And it's a penalty for Wigan not packing down correctly. Penalty to Whitehaven inside their own 25, just 10 yards in from the touchline. Goodway coming off. And Andy Platt going up. Touch found. Halfway between the halfway line. The Whitehaven 25, and once again the ball is stitched up among the Whitehaven forwards. Wigan going hold them, 3 men going in at a time, pushing them back. Mountsie waiting for behind to play the ball. Coming along, bringing it along the narrow side. Brown driving in well. Mountsie moving it across, and Whitehaven going back in possession. They've lost about 15 yards of ground there as they flung the ball across the field. Wigan moving in well into the defence. Whitehaven finding it very hard to pierce this solid line of defenders. Whitehaven's kicking's been very good, and that's a good long rolling kick, but it's not found touch. Marshall coming inside, running it across field, run across the line. He's still coming strongly, and eventually it disappears under a mound of Whitehaven defenders. Wigan coming away well from the play of the ball. Long pass from Dermot. Edwards moving it out wide onto Hanley. Hanley getting it going. Wigan attacking well. Once they get the ball out wide, Wigan show a lot of menace. The mauling going on in the tattle. Referee's a long way away from the play at the moment. Take Whitehaven a long way back now. Wigan spraying it if they can get out. There's a big overlap. They're having to go down the middle and there was no way through. Whitehaven moved into the centre of the field. Platt driving hard, gets up to the halfway line. Dermot waiting for the play, the ball. Flings a long one back. Hampson. Well covered on the right wing. But once again, we're back to the Whitehaven 25 line. The Whitehaven player down injured. And that's a good clearing run from acting halfback. Not a lot of sparkle in this game at the moment. And Wigan have moved right up, and that's loose play. And the ball's been knocked on, and Wigan have got it. Well, that was very sloppy, untidy play by Whitehaven. Gildart coming up to Platt. Platt powering forward, takes it up to the 25 line. Dermot coming over with Bobby Goulding, first pass. And it's Goulding who gets it. Goulding doing the run around with Edwards. Goulding with it again, sends a long wide pass out to the left. Whitehaven coming in well. Attacking solidly. Certainly been no shortage of effort from these Whitehaven defenders. Goulding trying to go down the middle of the field. Keeping the ball moving as Wigan spray it out again and then come back into the middle. Going round in decreasing circles at the moment. Not gaining a lot of territory. Edwards hoists a high one out towards the left wing. Being chased. Ball's loose on the floor. And the referee is not happy with it. Penalty given against Wigan. Banged into touch, still on the 25. "25 minutes gone. 15 minutes still to go. We're in the last quarter of an hour. Whitehaven pinned down in their own 25, Hanley going into the tackle. Very pedestrian football at the moment. Hanging back from the short kick, and it doesn't come. Ball's gone loose, and Whitehaven ball is still floating about inside the Whitehaven 25, and they've lost a good 15 yards of ground. Referee says 5 tackles have gone. Whitehaven have been hanging on to the ball, they've not been producing much with it, and this is terrible stuff as it's flung about wildly, and there's a wild kick. Marshall is back to take it. Marshall coming across the field, running into the centre of the field, straightens up, trying to go through the middle, still on his feet. Now can Wigan turn this into something? It comes out to Edwards. Edwards holding it, handing it on. Gildart taking the forwards on. On to Platt on the narrow side. Platt driving forward, has his feet taken from underneath him. Dermot waiting behind to play the ball. And Wigan drop the ball again, but then it's been flicked up in the air. And the referee's saying play on, then he blows up, gives a knock on. Well, there's some very loose, untidy, moulding play going on. Either side, being able to settle the game down properly, and it looks like Pugsley to feed. And he feeds, all backs all over the place. Shoots straight out the side of the scrum. Referee lets it go as Whitehaven in the danger area, close to their own try line. They're going to have to graft hard to bring it away. And that's a good clearing run. They came well away from their own line there before Hanley could snuff them out. And once again they come driving forward. Little ripple of applause from the Whitehaven spectators. Managed to get away from them, come a long way from their own try line. They've done very well to bring the ball away. Wigan right in the Whitehaven line-up now, and this move been smothered out. 5 tackles gone, says the referee. Here comes the kick. Been charged and been touched by Wigan. Hampson dumbing his way through, turns inside. Myers from behind the play of the ball, moving in solo, back onto Myers. Myers trying to come down the middle of the field, knocks one off, still coming out towards the wing, puts his head down and has to die with the ball. Dermot from behind the play of the ball. On to Golding, Golding holding it. Lucas goes on a dummy run, Lucas Golding still trying to go through. Dermot following the play across. Coming through from the play of the ball, getting a lot of ground, a good 10 yards of ground. Hanley coming up to act in half-back. Wigan decide they're going to take it down the middle. Not the prettiest of football to watch, it comes out. High ball, an awkward one into the in-goal area, and well taken, and it's a bomb. So we'll go back to the 25. Whitehaven coming up, wanted to get on with it quickly. Trying to catch Wigan napping. But Wigan are ready for them and snuff the move out. Fisher driving in hard, behind the play of the ball. Mountsie. And now it's Whitehaven who flinging the ball about, keeping it moving. They're almost down the middle. And they can't quite get the final pass in, but that was good combined play from Whitehaven. And now they're piling it on. Oh, and a terrible pass, which Richardson does very well to take, and he runs into Iro, and Iro picks him up and bounces him down. Mountsie from behind the play of the ball. And a good kick behind the Wigan defenders, just bounces in the field of play and into touch, so the Wigan back in their own 25. Wigan to feed the scrum. Bobby Golding. Puts it in, coming out to Golding. And it's a penalty to Wigan for scrum offence. Hampson finds it 10 yards short of the halfway line. Dermot takes it quickly, Platt taking them on his own, taking 3 of them to put him down as he goes bashing his way through. Lucas waiting, first pass, as Dermot picks it up. Lucas goes on the dummy run, Gilbert dummies in, he tries to find, but nobody bites it, he tries to force his way through the Whitehaven defenders. Ball stitched up among the forwards at the moment now. Wigan moving it out onto Hanley. Hanley holding it, jumping his way through. Can't get his arms unlocked and he can't get rid of it, and he's held in the tattle 15 yards out. Long pass comes out onto Platt. Platt going for the line. He looks if he's going to score. Andy Platt. Andy Platt showing his power and his strength. Well, Hanley made a very strong run to set the positional play up there for Wigan. Went out left onto Edwards, and Edwards reading these games so well, suddenly switched direction and out to Platt, and Platt is so strong and powerful. He had no trouble in putting that ball down. 8 minutes from time, and that should see Wigan safely through to the next round. 16 points and only about 8 minutes to go, and Whitehaven threatened occasionally at the Wigan line, but never really looked as if they were going to score, even when they were throwing all they had at Wigan, right on the Wigan try line. Wigan held them quite comfortably. Now Hampson 10 yards or so in from this touchline. And it looks a good one. And it is, makes it Wigan 18. Not got the power and the speed of Wigan, but they've stuck to the task. Now 18 points behind. Wigan in their own 25. Once more coming down the middle, keeping it tight among the forwards. Wigan forwards have played very, very strongly today, and Whitehaven stuck to it well, but they've had a job holding them. Long pass coming out. And Wigan and Brent going down the middle, strong running, a long pass. Where Myers does well to take it, dancing his way inside. Good running by Myers, keeps the ball moving on to Hanley. Hanley going for the line. Can he turn them off? And Wigan are over again. Well, that was well set up by Myers. Myers went extremely well. They got a very high pass, which he took very well. Ran very determinedly down the wing, cut his way inside, managed to get it back onto Hanley, and Hanley so elusive, well backed up by Dean Bell, and Dean Bell goes in to make it now Wigan 22, and Whitehaven must be tiring. And this should be an easy one for Hampson, only slightly to the left of the post. Wigan convincing lead then, sure to be in the hat tomorrow morning for the early morning draw. Hampson stabs at it, lifts it high and over. Whitehaven not been able to get any points on the board, and it looks now as if it's very doubtful if they will score. Wigan have shown today that they can sweep down the length of the field and get the points on the board from their own 25. And good tackling snuffs out the Wigan attack. Platt's had a very, very powerful game this afternoon. He's proved a real handful for the Whitehaven forwards. Once again, direction switch. Edwards puts in a little kick there. He's the first up there, and he fly kicks at it, and the ball's gone loose. And Whitehaven have it. And the referee says play on as Whitehaven was streaking down the field. They have a chance of scoring here, and eventually the Wigan cover comes across and snuffs them out. Full back Lofthouse from behind to play the ball. Whitehaven now in the Wigan 25. They've not been there so often. Moving the ball well across the line, but they're forced back inside by the Wigan defenders. But of a very spirited performance this afternoon, Whitehaven. They've stuck, and there's the drive for the line, and Wigan come in and manage to hold them. Referee blows. Has he given a knock on? It's very difficult to see from here. Yes, he's given the scrum down. With Wigan's put in, Golding to feed the scrum, 15 yards out from his own line. Golding feeds, it's coming out his side. Golding moves it on to Edwards. Edwards a long pass. Wigan living dangerously near their own try line. Whitehaven come in and pin them down. And an intercept. Wigan flew out a wild pass near their own try line, and they haven't been able to keep the line intact right in the very last minute. Well, that was loose play by Wigan on their own try line, right in the very last minute. Should have no trouble with this one. Right in front of the sticks. Not like Wigan to throw points away like that on their own line. That makes it 6. Stevie Hampson to kick off. Deep one. Neatly trapped. Hanley chasing his man across field. And there goes the hooter for full time. Wigan with a convincing win.
Right. Oh, yes, well, that was less fun than I'd imagined. Right. Who were the first 4 acts to find me? Let's see. Oh, yes. Jeff J, the trampolining sensation. Dennis Teeth and his surprisingly sweet-sounding song. Mark Metral, the incredible ventriloquist. And Timo Mark and his amazing feats of magical illusion. Excellent. Now, what's this blasted thing going off for? It's to remind me something. It's to remind me that somebody gets released from solitary confinement today. Erica the Critic! Oh, my sweet Tess Daly.
What is it, Uncle Sokov? Who's Erica the Critic?
Oh, a terrible woman, Jeremy. A terrible woman. She put half the acts in here with the nasty things she wrote about their performances.
2 out of flipping 10. Rubbish. Cack.
And then, one day, Erica snapped watching an X Factor audition special. I can do better myself, she cried. But sadly, she couldn't.
Get off on the side. You're missing. You're missing.
Went straight to solitary, of course, but even we can't keep Erica the Critic in there forever.
About as entertaining as watching someone chew off their own elbow. Feeble and extremely dull.
Well then, normally I don't have a problem with rudeness, sarcasm, and generally undermining people's confidence. But don't you think you are going a little bit too far?
That is the least convincing performance of a scary prison officer that I have ever seen.
You dare to call me not scary?
Wooden, dramatically unsuccessful, and about as frightening as High School Musical. 5 stars.
Ah, it's not so bad.
Out of 100.
Ready for showtime, lads? Won't be long now.
Listen, Gov, if it's all the same to you, we don't think we want to perform in a freedom show.
But don't you want your chance to get out?
We don't fancy performing when Erica the Critic's on the loose. We don't know what she might say.
Lads, come now. She means well.
I'm saying you're utterly and hopelessly dreadful. You stupid floppy ears. Your legs are offensively small. You'll never amount to anything. Anything! Do you hear me?
Lads, come on now. No, the show. Please, everybody. No, wait. Come on, lads. Please, the show. The show. You've got to think of it. Oh, Erica.